Hey everyone, Pete Brooker here from Tailors With Love. Today I'm going to try something a little different. I'm road testing these Vivo Barefoot shoes out in Dubai. Or I've already done it. I've been out there and done it. Now, Bond has never worn Vivo Barefoot and he's never been to Dubai. So I'll forgive you if you want to skip this one. I'll be honest, I just want to get all this footage off my phone. Every time I take a photo now, it's just saying I don't have any memory. You know, go and back up your shit. So I go to delete my stuff and Anastasia says, don't delete that, it's a memory. It's not a fucking memory. It's a video of a damn cat hanging its head out the window. If you want to see that, just go into the bedroom. The cat's hanging his fucking head out the window right now. Anyway, what am I talking about? So hopefully it's going to work. These guys, Vivo Barefoot, they gave me these for free. They didn't ask me to give them any coverage, didn't say go off to Dubai and film yourself in every fucking building and alleyway and take pictures endlessly. I'm just doing this for the love of content, shall we say. And also, look, Dubai is just one of these amazing photogenic places. Everything looks fucking brand new. Everything looks like it was just put up yesterday. So how I think it's going to work, rather than me just show you footage of my holiday and tell you how much it cost to get into the selfie booth in the Dubai Mall, I'm going to tie it in with an interview I did with Vivo Barefoot's design director, Asher Clark. I did that for another podcast and I'll leave a link to that in the show notes. It's for Menswear Style. You can catch the whole interview over there. But Vivo Barefoot, just to give you the broad strokes, they're a minimalist running shoe company aimed at the optimum biomechanics and posture commonly associated with going barefoot and barefoot running community. Yes, I'm reading that off the bio. Basically, it's basically a shoe that is designed to bring you closer to the sea. So I put the feelers out on Instagram. Would Bond wear these? And I'll share the results of that at the end of the video. My personal thoughts are that Bond would probably think these are too new man for him. But then I found out these were made from recycled materials. And you know who I immediately thought would wear these? Pierce Brosnan. I think Pierce would be on board with the sustainable element. He's all new man now himself with his beard and his paintings. His missus loves Greta. So you can imagine he has to also love her just to keep the peace in the house. Anyway, look, I hope you enjoy this. Enough ramble from me. Dubai, again, is a lovely place with plenty of natural beauties. And if you're thinking of going and need some travel advice, then drop me a note. Thanks to Vivo Barefoot for giving me these trainers, and I'll catch you on the next one. We'll start with you, Asher, for a start. If you could tell us maybe a bit about yourself. You studied at London College of Fashion. Did you get the idea for Vivo Barefoot whilst you were there, developing the product there, or how did it come about?
Well, if I'm honest, it wasn't. The genesis of that idea wasn't from me, if you like. We'll get into detail about it. It's obviously the Vivo Barefoot or minimal shoes is the opposite of 99% of shoes that are sold today. And actually, through the course of time over the last couple hundred years, there have been various people that have challenged the shoe-shaped kind of hegemony with this foot-shaped idea. But Vivo Barefoot was conceived by a young guy at the time called Tim Brennan, who was at the Royal College studying design. He was really into tennis, and his dad was an Alexander Technique teacher. And he kept twisting his ankle in his Nikes playing. You can cut the Nike bit out in his trainers.
I'll put like a BBC bleep over it.
Yeah, it's like beep. In his trainers playing tennis, so he kept twisting his ankle, and also he was suffering from a bad back. So whenever he went to the Alexander Technique training, which is basically fundamentally about posture, and obviously you take your shoes off and it's about alignment, and it starts with it starts with the feet and all the way up through the kinetic chain, etc. And every time he left his Alexander Technique session and put on his trainers, something felt wrong, right? Everything was aligned and nice without his shoes on, and then he put his trainers on and walked out the door. So yeah, he was kind of twisting over these high kind of thick cushion soles, and one day he sat down with his shoes and he took a bread knife. This is a classic kind of Tinker Hatfield Nike type story, but he took a bread knife to his trainers, mentioned no brands, took the soles off, stitched these roughly cut out bits of tennis racket cover to the bottom of the shoes. And you could say those were the first Vivos that were ever made. So it was, and then he ended up doing his final year project where he created some pretty rudimentary foot-shaped shoes with very thin soles after he kind of did some further research into it. And he then met my cousin in around 2002. They made some kind of funny shoes at the time. I was just graduating, and there were these funny wide shoes with zip-off soles at the time, and because they wore out so quick. And to cut a long story short, I had a design company, and I was designing for different brands. And as time went on, Tim kind of left and went off to do his own thing, and we started designing some shoes together, and the idea then was we started to believe more and more in, like, this is the only way to make shoes, and the challenge then was how do we make them look kind of appealing, shoes that we wanted to wear. So that's really how it all started from a Vivo perspective.